That's one more. And that's also because that's the kind of face you'll make when you're looking at the GLA facelift. Because nothing much has changed. I mean, this is the AMG line variant, and you get a body colored front apron. Now the progressive line gets a different design altogether, but other than this and the new LED DRLs and the new LED headlamps, there is hardly any change there. You'll actually need a microscope to see what all has changed on the GLA facelift.
The rear too is slightly tweaked and the new lights make it look slightly wider. But the overall silhouette sees no change, and neither do the dimensions. There's no change in the engine lineup either. So the same 1.3 litre petrol and 2 litre diesel are on offer. The thing about the diesel is
that it's just so torquey. 400 Newton meters of torque on offer, and you get 188 bhp as well. So there's a lot of power going to that wheels through that 8-speed transmission, and that's pretty good power on tap. The way the gearbox reacts to the inputs that you give via paddle shifters is amazing, because it just takes a split second to react to you. And overall, it's really enjoyable to drive. In fact, even the steering inputs are pretty good. And you know what, you kind of want to throw it in the corner, it sticks. And those 19-inch wheels, they have a lot of traction in them, and they stick when you put it into a corner. And that gives you the confidence to do some more of that. And that just puts a smile on your face. That's basically how the GLA should have been. If this was the car that they launched at the very first, or even as a facelift, Mercedes-Benz would have definitely sold more cars than the 14,000 plus that they have sold in the past 10 years.
18.9 kilometers per litre, that's what Mercedes-Benz India is claiming as the fuel efficiency. And that's more like a Maruti Suzuki or Hyundai compact SUV figure, which again is great. Having the 4MATIC all-wheel drive system also helps, and yes, there's an off-road mode too. And we tried a bit of off-road, but it's capable of more. The ride quality too is spot on.
Now the ride in this one is pretty good. Now I told you earlier as well that was the case. In fact, it handles all these rough roads with ease, and there is no lateral movement inside the cabin once you go over these bad roads. So there is a lot that has been done here. Now even the 19-inch wheels tires, they ooze confidence within you, because even if you throw it into a corner, it sticks to that corner. And the steering too is pretty good, and it's well weighted as well at higher speeds. Now that's the kind of car and you love driving.
It really takes you by surprise, especially when you know how the GLA was. The evolution is evident. There's a bit of evolution on the inside too.
Now the GLA had to make that progression to becoming a tech-savvy SUV, which it has with this one, because you get a whole new experience with the two 10.25-inch screens. They are not new to Mercedes-Benz India, but it's new to the GLA. Now this one obviously is the touchscreen infotainment system. This one is the digital instrument cluster. A lot of changes that happen here, and very interesting layout too. You have this nice carbon fiber-ish kind of thing on the dash, and it's well illuminated all way with ambient lighting. It's something that you're familiar with, but just an upgrade, and that's why you kind of are fine with this. Now this one gets wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, but there is much more that this thing gets, and that is MBUX next technology, and you also get Car2X technology. In fact, Mercedes-Benz has even kicked off a digital key for the GLA, which basically means that you have the digital key, you can drive the car.
The sports seats with red stitching that you see here are only on the AMG line variant. And that just gives you a very snug and comfortable seat. The MBUX system works like a charm, but the black glossy material on the dashboard is a bit of a dust magnet. And yes, if you're a bit of a cleanliness freak, then you'll be cleaning it every day. Safety features galore, that's what the GLA has. 7 airbags, active brake assist, Car2X tech, parking assist, 360-degree camera, and more. That's a lot packed in. Now the previous model was priced between 48 lakh rupees to 53 lakh rupees. Its rivals, the X1, is priced at 49 lakh rupees to 52 lakh rupees. The Q3 is the most affordable of the lot, beginning at 43 lakh rupees, going up to 53 lakh rupees. Given all this, expect Mercedes to price it at 50 lakh rupees and push the envelope to 54 lakh rupees for the top spec variant. The strategy here is not to price it competitively. Rather, tell the buyers they are getting more than any other competitor at a decent cost. The GLA impresses with what it has to offer. And yes, worth every penny.